Hello, everybody. It's me. And today, we are going to look at the sinister stories behind 5 historical artifacts that you won't believe. And if you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more videos like it. Starting off in our number 5 spot, we have the Babylonian Ishtar Gate. This artifact is a large stone gate that was uncovered by archaeologists in 1899 in the ancient Mesopotamian city of Babylon. What makes this artifact so strange is that it depicts some very sinister scenes. On the gate, there are depictions of a variety of gods from the Babylonian pantheon, including the goddess Ishtar. But the strange thing about these depictions is that they all trampling over creatures that are below them. These creatures were meant to represent the enemies of the Babylonians, but it doesn't really stop there. In addition to these fierce gods trampling over their enemies, there are also images of lions and dragons attacking and eating humans. Honestly, it is kind of horrifying, and definitely not what I expected to see when I looked up artifacts from ancient Babylon. Moving on to the No. 4 spot, we have the Mask of Agamemnon. The Mask of Agamemnon is a Bronze Age artifact in the form of a funerary mask. It was found in 1839 in the Mycenaean city of Mycenae in Greece. It's believed that this mask actually adorned the tomb of the legendary king Agamemnon, who was the king of Mycenae during the Trojan War. But aside from its possible connection to such a famous historical figure, the mask itself is also quite strange. When the mask was discovered, it was covered in precious metals and gems, but those were stripped away by looters long ago. Now it sits in the National Archaeological Museum in Athens without its jewels. But even without the fancy additions, the mask is still quite creepy. The eyes are wide and staring, and it just looks like something that would have been used in a satanic ritual. If you're into Greek mythology and things like the Trojan War, then this artifact is probably right up your alley. Moving on to the No. 3 spot, we have the Moaning Stone of Akeley. This artifact is a large upright stone that dates back to 1600 BCE. It was found in 1837 in the ancient Canaanite city of Akeley in Israel. The name of this artifact comes from the fact that an inscription was found on it. That spells out the name of a local Canaanite deity. And because the letters were carved in such a way that they kind of looked like hieroglyphics, many people thought that it was Egyptian in origin. However, further research revealed that it was actually Canaanite. This artifact is a great example of how much trade there was between Egypt and Canaan. The Canaanites had likely seen the Egyptian use of hieroglyphics and decided to adopt a similar writing system for their own language. Moving on to the No. 2 spot, we have the Baghdad Battery. This artifact is a collection of 3 clay jars that were discovered in 1936 near the ancient Mesopotamian city of Baghdad. Each jar has a metal tube inside of it, with one end of the tube sealed with wax and the other open to the air. When archaeologists first discovered these jars, they assumed that they were some sort of ancient perfume bottle. However, further research revealed that they were actually batteries. How archaeologists came to this conclusion is pretty fascinating. They noticed that if you put a copper coin in the mouth of the jar, an electric current would flow from the coin to the metal tube. It's believed that these jars were used for electroplating, which is a process of using electricity to plate metal objects with another material. The most common object to be electroplated was likely silver, as silver was very valuable in ancient Mesopotamia. This artifact is definitely one of the strangest ones on this list, and it really makes me wonder what else we might find from ancient Mesopotamia. Finally, in our No. 1 spot today, we have the Lindow Man. The Lindow Man is a bog body that was discovered in 1897 in County Louth, Ireland. A bog body is the preserved remains of a human that has been submerged in a peat bog for an extended period of time. Peat bogs are naturally acidic, which helps to preserve whatever is inside of them. In the case of the Lindow Man, he was found with a rope still tied around his ankles and wrists, suggesting that he was likely sacrificed. He was also covered in a variety of wounds, including a deep gash on his head, which may have been caused by a ritualistic beating. This artifact is definitely one of the scariest ones on this list, and it really gives us a glimpse into the dark side of human history. Thanks for watching. Which of these artifacts was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye.